जय हिंद दोस्तों। विस्की टॉकीज में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। मैं हूं आपका अपना दोस्त मेज़बान अतुल बख्श उर्फ गपौड़ शंख। दोस्तों, कल थी दीपावली। सबसे पहले आप सभी को दीपावली की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। वेरी हैप्पी प्रॉस्पेरस दीपावली टू ऑल of you watching this video, and even for those who are not watching it, even more prosperous to those who are sharing it and liking it and commenting and hitting the bell icon. So since कल दिवाली थी जैसा मैंने कहा, तो दिवाली के अवसर पर I had a small party on 11th, and a lot of friends came over, and some of my Canadian friends, a couple of them are British too. So when we were praying, they saw the symbol swastika in my temple, and they knew, since the symbol is in a temple, they knew it's auspicious, it is religious to me. So very politely they asked me, Bakshi, can you please throw some light on that symbol? That why do you have swastika? No, it's your religious symbol. It has to be auspicious and precious to you. So can you please tell us more about it? So with this very intent, I am making this vlog today, and we are going to talk about swastik. कि स्वस्तिक का origin, meaning, और कोशिश करेंगे थोड़ा मंथन करने की. We'll try to look into the background of this beautiful symbol. तो चलिए दिवाली की शुभकामनाओं के साथ शुरुआत करते हैं स्वस्तिक से. सो देखिए, जब से ह्यूमन सिविलाइजेशन शुरू हुई है, सिंस द वेरी बिगिनिंग ऑफ ह्यूमन सिविलाइजेशन, वी हैव बीन ट्राइंग टू express ourselves. The earlier human beings who were not aware of any language, who did not have any language at all, they expressed themselves through the cave painting, the cave art, right? Drawings करके cave में. That was their expression of what they saw, what they thought, what they perceived, what they believed, right? So it was an expression of telling others what they saw, what they perceived, and what they thought, right? उसके बाद हायरोग्लिफ्स आए, उसके बाद लैंग्वेजेस बनी, ऐसा माना जाता है. So, and languages are nothing but they are also symbols, right? Let's assume you don't know how to write Urdu or Arabic for that matter, right? And I show you an alphabet of Arabic language and ask you, and it happened. I just showed one of my friends one of the Arabic alphabet and asked him, I said, what is that? He said, it's some kind of sword, right? Because of the curving nature, it looked like a sword. So for somebody who doesn't know the language, the script is nothing but a symbol. Unless I tell him that what that symbol means, what is the intention behind it, it is nothing but a symbol. Agreed? So किसी भी वर्ड बनाने के लिए अल्फाबेट्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू मेक अ वर्ड and its pronunciation, and then the picture behind it, what actually it means, what actually it depicts, and how does it depict what it's depicting. So as I said, a script becomes meaningful only when it is understood. Otherwise it is just a symbol. And just as every alphabet has an intent, or has to have an intent, likewise swastika is also a symbol which has a great intent. It is one of the oldest symbols known to humankind, and it is a global symbol. It is not just a symbol that is found in India or in Sanatan Dharma. It is a global symbol. The Greek pottery that they found dating back to 800 BCE had the symbol swastika. Swastika was also found on the coins of Minoan civilization, and which date back to 3000 BCE. And on the jewelry from 700 BCE to 400 BCE found in Italy, in Bosnia, in Greece, in Scandinavian countries, even in Ghana, all over, the symbol swastika has been found in one form or the other. And it is important to note that जहाँ कहीं भी स्वास्तिक पाया गया है पॉटरी में या coins में, it is always or mostly in the center stage. देखिए, जब आप किसी सिंबल को सेंटर में लगा रहे हैं किसी चीज के, it means it is depicting something important. It is not just a vague symbol. It is not just a symbol. It is depicting something important, right? Then it comes in the center. And it has been found in coins. Anything that is important would be in the center. जैसे क्वीन एलिजाबेथ की फोटो या महात्मा गांधी की फोटो, वो बड़े में या ऐसी जगह होगी that it should be noticed. And if something needs to be noticed, it is important. So, and swastika in itself is a complex kind of symbol. It is not something like a square, like a rectangle or a triangle कि आपने nature में कहीं देखा and you just make it. Swastika is a complex symbol. If somebody is making it, and that too in the center, it has to have an intent, right? But so one thing that is important here is that all the different cultures in the world, or especially the Europe, all the way to India and up to Russia, had some connection. What that connection was, we'll try to figure out. हम मंथन करेंगे, शायद जान पाएं, शायद ना भी जान पाएं. Let's see. जैसे हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. So and it is very difficult. I don't think that it is somehow possible to find out the cultural connect, ki, how the symbol traveled from India to wherever it traveled. It is very difficult to find out, because I'm talking back in the history again, like 3000 BCE, which means 5500 years ago. It was used in Europe as well as in India. So there is a cultural connect which is kind of lost in time now, unfortunately. But coming to India, the meaning of the symbol swastik still lives on. In Sanatan Dharma and all the religions that have originated from Sanatan Dharma, namely Buddhism or Jainism, this symbol has a very auspicious meaning. It is still a meaning, symbol of peace and prosperity. 21% of the world's population looks at this symbol as a symbol of prosperity. 21% of the world's population, and I mean it, it's a large population, it's a large representation. But still in the West, in the Europe, this symbol is defamed, right? It is looked upon by hate. Of course, because of the horrendous deeds of stupid man Hitler, right? Who was responsible for killing more than 60 million Jews on the name of Holocaust, right? Thinking that being in the misconception that he's an Aryan, and him being in the misconception that he's a superior race, which he was not actually. So, he killed 60 million Jews. It's something very serious. And during the colonial rule in India, more than 160 million Indians were killed by the colonials. But there is no mention of that Holocaust. We'll come back to that some other day. Right now, we're talking about the defamation of this symbol, right? Yeah, he made it his emblem of the Nazi party and defamed the symbol. But why did Hitler choose this symbol is again debatable, very debatable. But one reason was the Aryan. He thought that he's an Aryan and whatever he thought. But why did he think that he was an Aryan and he was superior is another question. So in early 1800s, during the time of the colonial occupation of India, to be in 1884 to be precise, a British linguist named William Jones published an article on Sanskrit. He mentioned that the Sanskrit language is way more perfect than Greek and way more copious than Latin. and exquisitely refined than both, quote unquote. Now, Greek and Latin are considered to be as the mother of the language English, right? And he also proposed a hypothesis that all these languages, the Greek and Latin especially, have some connection with Sanskrit. And hence, all these three languages have originated from and some other ancestral language. Like he was trying to say that Sanskrit is an antiquity language. It is the language in use from many, many years. But he didn't say that European languages originated from Sanskrit. He said Sanskrit, or European, and all the other Latin and Greek originated from some third language. And this led to the philosophy, to the origin of, to the base of the Aryan invasion theory. This was the very foundation of the Aryan invasion theory, that somebody came from somewhere and they taught us the Sanskrit language. Although, just to make a mention here, that Sanskrit language was written in 1800 BCE, which is 5500 years ago. The Rig Veda, the Samveda are the ancient Sanskrit literatures, the oldest literature known to humankind. The oldest literature known to humankind is written in Sanskrit. But the stupid guy said that Sanskrit originated from some third language, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But we'll look into this Aryan invasion theory on some other occasion. For now, देखिए, to understand a language, it is very important, right? If I'm making a symbol, that symbol has to have a name. The name has to have a meaning, and meaning has to have an intent behind it. Agreed? Like, let's say, for an example, I'm talking of a sword, right? So if I have to write the word sword in English, I'll write S-W-O-R-D, make the symbol of sword, and pronounce it as sword. Now the picture is clear. I'm talking of a sword. Clear-cut picture, right? Because it is pronounced in the right way, it has the right symbol, and it is written in the right spelling. Now, can you imagine, I'm talking about a sword, writing it as A-R-R-O-W, and making the symbol of a gun. Would that make any sense? No, right? Because the intent, the meaning, and the symbol don't add up here. So this is where I'm coming now. So according to the research and development, I'm taking the name of a very interesting YouTube channel here, which is the Shivohome Project. Do watch his videos. Very interesting, very informative. I really appreciate watching him, and I suggest you all watching that too. So swastik, we all know that is a Sanskrit word, which is a combination of two words, su, asti. Su means auspicious, asti means may happen. So auspicious may happen to you. This is the Sanskrit meaning of swastik. Now, in Greek, the word that is used for the word swastik is not swastik, of course. In Greek, they use the word tetragrammation. Tetra means four, grammation means gammas. So amalgamation of four gammas becomes tetragrammation. So tetragrammation, gamma is the third alphabet in Greek language, by the way. Alpha, beta, gamma, right? So the third alphabet combined four times becomes tetragrammation. In German, the word used for swastik is Hakenkreuz, which is hooked cross. Now see, in Greek, it says tetragrammation, four gammas. In German, it says Hakenkreuz. This is a physical description of the symbol, that there are four gammas, or there's a hooked cross, right? It is the physical description of it. But what is the intent? So the intent, the meaning is not described. So, but in Sanskrit, I've already told you, it is a combination of two different words. Su, Asti. It is pronounced as Swasti, right? Swasti also means your health, your well-being, by the way. So, and its mention can be found in, now we're coming to the intent of it, right? What is the intent of making it the way it is? We'll come to the why is it made the way it is made. It's going to be a little lengthy video, so just hang tight, guys. But it's going to be interesting now. So, जो इसके mention है, the mention of the word swastik can be found in Rig Veda and Yajurved, and in the prayers and the hymns of when we're praying to Vayu, when we're praying to Agni, we are praying to Indra, the prayers of blessing and peace for all living beings, for all living kind. We don't pray for ourselves. We just don't pray for Hindus only. We don't pray for one religion only. We pray for everybody, right? For all living things. That's the beauty of this religion. So, like I'll just recite a quick shlok that goes Swastina Indro Rudrashravaha Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha Swastina Starksho Arshtanemihi Swastino Bruhaspatir Dadhatu. This means I'm praying to the Indra, I'm praying to Agni, I'm praying to Vayu, I'm praying to Pusha for prosperity and well-being of everybody, of all living things. One of the very first mention of this word is found in a small shlok. मैं बोलता हूँ shlok नहीं, it's just a mantra. It goes Ano Bhadraha Krityo Yantuhu. I mean, let good and auspicious thoughts and the well-being of everyone come to us from all four directions. Now I'm coming to the physical aspect of it. Let the auspicious well-being of everyone come to us from all four directions. So, since yesterday was Diwali, this symbol also symbolizes or represents goddess Lakshmi and Ganesha. So, what is Lakshmi? Lakshmi is Lakshyate iti Lakshmihi. Laksh means your goal. Progressing towards your goal, and your goal has to be auspicious one. So, progressing towards your auspicious goal, that progression for the auspicious, for somebody's good, something's good, in itself is a sign of your prosperity. Right? That is your prosperity. Your prosperity lies in something, doing something auspicious. So, जैसा मैंने कहा, लक्ष्यते इति लक्ष्मीहि. If you're going towards your auspicious goal, Lakshmi is with you. So, as I said, it represents Lakshmi and Ganesh both. So, there is something called Lakshmi Yantra. Lakshmi Yantra is a very complex mandala design, just mandala bolte hain अंग्रेजी में, right? So, I'll just show you a picture of it. The one at the bottom, this is the Lakshmi Yantra. This is the Ganesh Yantra. And as you can see, in the outer corners, there are four directions. So, auspiciousness is coming from all different directions. And in the center is the easier demarcation of these yantras. So, swastik jo hai, that represents, it is a deeper meaning. There is a way of making it. There is a proper way of making it. Every single line drawn in swastik represents something. I'll explain that to you soon. So, but for now, auspiciousness coming from all four directions is what it represents. Please, my dear Westerner friends, educate others about this symbol, because it has to regain its lost glory. Just because somebody like Hitler misused it, as I said in the previous vlog as well, that somebody like Hitler misused this symbol, abused this symbol rather. So we have to bring its glory back to it. So the only aspect I am still unknown is how the symbol traveled all the way from India to Ireland or to Russia up there, right? I'll try to do some exploration on that. I hope you enjoyed this video and wish you guys a very happy Diwali. I'll contain this vlog right here. तब तक के लिए जय हिंद जय भारत. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment and bell icon पर ठप्पो जरूर लगाइए मेरे दोस्तों. तब तक के लिए जय हिंद जय भारत. मैं हूं आपका अपना दोस्त मेजबान अतुल बख्शी from Whiskey Talkies.